Hello, CIS279SC Server Configuration students. Eric Magidson here. I will be your instructor for this course. Since this is a 200 course, this will not be a detailed video as to navigating Canvas, etc. Most likely you understand that. Let's just jump right in. I'll try to keep this to under 15 minutes. So first and foremost, each week you will receive a welcome to the week video. This one happens to be welcome to the course and week one information. You're going to want to make sure that you consume this video early in the week so that you manage your time and you have enough time to complete all the work that is required, not only for grading, but all of the work within the class. Okay, so if you have any questions on that, certainly let me know. If you have any questions as I detail the video, let me know. But please watch this entire video. Most of the time, the questions that I get asked the first week or subsequent weeks are answered in the video. So let's go ahead and move forward. So again, you'll get a video like this each week. It comes in this communication and announcement that is both posted on the home screen. I'll show you that in just a minute in Canvas, but also should be in your inbox before 10 a.m. on Mondays. All right, so look for that. Now, FYI, this is a generalized welcome video, so due dates or the term that you're in may differ from the information here. I found that I kept saying the same thing over and over each term, so I've made this video a generalized video. So make sure to check those due dates for your course and your term. So this communication will have the video that you need to watch. It details everything that's due for the week, what content will be covered, what outcomes, what assignments are due, and when they are due. So as you can see this week, you have attendance requirement 1 and attendance requirement 2. We'll look at those in just a second. And you have work that you need to complete in Ascend Education. So you'll need to get that license and get going on this work. Now, I want to let you know that the work is embedded in Canvas. So you will not have to go out to Ascend Education to do any of this work. And I ask that you do not do that. Do everything from in Canvas so that grades automatically populate into Canvas, and I also get detailed information as to when you did the work, how long it took you to do the work, so that I can reach out if I see it's taking you a long time, longer than normal, and figure out how I can help you be successful, more successful as the course progresses. All right, so there is a link to Zoom office hours. Again, as a 200 class, you've most likely had a class with me. I am highly, highly available, not just during the posted office hours, but I try to keep my Zoom open as long as I'm not doing something where I need privacy or confidentiality, like individualized student feedback, but also, other things like I've started a practice of what I call deep work, which is at least an hour, multiple times a day, where I shut off my phone, I shut off any communication, and I get highly productive, whether it be with studying for a current certification I'm trying to earn, or material for the course. So keep that in mind as well. So there's the Zoom link. Before we go any further, let me find the late voucher form. I'll move that up to the top. This is a brand new procedure for 2023 as it pertains to late vouchers. So you're going to want to make sure you read this and follow this in detail, okay? You can only use a late voucher on multiple assignments within 1 week, okay? So make sure you read this carefully. Let's move on to modules. This is where you'll spend most of your time, so you should be getting into the Start Here first day. You've got some information here. Course syllabus and schedules are here. So the course syllabus, you're going to want to make sure you read this and read it in detail, because the second attendance requirement is a syllabus quiz, and at the end you will be signing that you have read and that you agree with the terms of this syllabus. So don't agree to something you haven't read, right? Let me notify you, there is no fine print. Everything you need is right there. Here is a link to the course schedule. You can download this, convert it to PDF, automate the process by putting all these reminders on your phone or a day before things are due. But everything that is due what assignment it is, where you find it, what's its due date, and its point values are all listed here. So this is going to be your primary place or source for that information. Let's go back out here real quick and look at instructor information. So instructor contact information, here's what you'll find on that page. First and foremost, if you send me an email, please make sure it has exactly as shown, CIS279SC in the subject line of the email. Let's start that right now by saying, if you send me an email that says CIS279SC, I reviewed welcome to course video, and then, put something in the body, make it somewhat of a professional email, right? Practice your professional emails, but you can earn 5 performance points right off the bat so that I can see that you not only consume this welcome video, but when you consumed the welcome video. All right, so do that. You'll find office hours reminder down here. Scheduled office hours are going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, 10 a.m. to 11:30. I tend to have meetings on Monday. I've got committee work on Friday. I don't want office hours getting in the way of those. So here are the office hours. Again, I tend to be more available. The primary way to get a hold of me is MS Teams. Okay, so this is the preferred means of communication. So let's look at MS Teams real quick. So attendance requirement 1 is not to do anything in Teams, but I do encourage you to give a quick hello and some information about yourself here. Make sure you reply to this post. It keeps things, better organized, because this section is used for things like, questions, concerns, ideas in regards to the course that would be shared with all of the students in the course. If you have something personal, I want you to chat to me. You got a quick question. MS Teams chat is definitely the way to get a hold of me. If I am available, I'm going to answer that chat pretty quickly. And as a lot of you know, day or night, so that I'm not a barrier to your progress and your success in this course. So really that's enough here. You can go in here and get the information on how to obtain the Ascend Education license that you'll need. Make sure you get the one that has the labs, okay? There's 2 courses. One is an Introduction to Server 2019. Then there's an Introduction to Server 2019 with labs, and you want to make sure you get the right one. That information is detailed there. Don't need to go through this. Here are the attendance requirements. Again, these are due on noon, at noon, not in the evening. Do not miss the deadline, because you will be automatically withdrawn from the course. Okay, we'll talk more about that in a minute when we talk about attention to detail. So there's some attention to detail that you do not want to miss. This one opens at 12:01 on Monday and closes at noon on Wednesday. You need to complete it before then. At 12:01 p.m., right after noon on Wednesday, this one will open, and you have till Friday at noon to complete it. Thus, you have 48 hours in which to do 5 or 10 minutes worth of work. Okay, so there's enough about that. Let's go down to a typical week. Again, the course content is embedded in Canvas, and students say they really like that because they're not having to jump back and forth and miss something. Everything you need to do is here. Everything that is a graded activity is noted. It has a due date of when it's due, and it has the point value. So you'll want to make sure that you do all the work, but make sure you don't miss those graded activities. Now, folks, unfortunately, I have to say this. I have students who start out, all of this information is available on the web. You can find all the answers on the web. And so what they do is they come in here at the last minute and they complete the graded activities, not having completed this assignment, completed the work. And folks, if I see you doing that, I'm going to reach out to you. I'm going to ask you not to do that. I'm going to ask you to do the work. And if not, and you don't have a good reason like, hey, I've been working with Windows for 20 years. I know this stuff. This is a formality to me. You're not going to pass the course. It's really going to be that simple. No matter what grade you get, I will not pass you unless I see that you're doing the work. And we can talk about that one-on-one if you'd like. But there's all the work that you need to complete. You'll just come in here. You'll click on something after you activate Ascend Education. After you get your license and activate, you'll be able to work through this material. Okay. Now, finally, I want to discuss additional things in addition to the technical outcomes that you're going to learn in this class, and that is the opportunity to practice soft skills. So here's an article from October 5th, 2023 that details that employers of the cybersecurity sector, and by the way, if you go out and do the research like I have, pick any technical career, web developer, frankly, pick any career. Employers want employees that can effectively communicate, that can do and accomplish critical thinking, that can solve problems without ChatGPT or the internet, by the way, that can work successfully with teams and pay attention to detail. So you're going to get the opportunity to practice that in here. Attention to detail can be in your homework. It can also be finding and completing those performance point work. Again, read the syllabus. You'll know that I do not give extra credit. Don't ask for it. I don't give extra credit, but you have the opportunity to earn performance points throughout the course by completing everything that you should be completing. You might find those in lecture videos. You found one in this video, for example. You'll find them in the feedback videos. I spend a lot of time creating feedback for students because when I was a college student, I had instructors that gave me a grade and no feedback after I turned in an assignment. So I really didn't know what I did right, what I did wrong, what I needed improvement on. I won't do that. So you'll get a lot of feedback, both personal, and professional, of course. Sometimes challenging. If I see you're procrastinating or something, I'm going to bring it up because this is where you learn those success skills. Now, to further research success skills, you can go out and Google Perkins Employability Skills Framework, and you'll find the entire list of skills. This is based on, thousands of employers, nationwide who were surveyed. What are you looking for as soft skills in students? You can see systems thinking, so not just thinking about what you're doing, but how what you're doing affects the entire system, affects the business. What are your personal qualities that you bring? Are you able to interact? Are you able to manage your emotions, and feelings and things professionally within a work environment? Academic skills, can you apply what you're learning here to the job? Critical thinking skills we talked about, and resource management. This is time management. Well, it's a lot of things, but time management is a big part. The number one reason why students tell me that they end up dropping the course or not meeting their own personal goals, not earning a passing grade, is because they procrastinated. They waited, they had an entire week, they waited to the last couple hours and realized they couldn't do all of the work, and the homework, the graded work within that short period of time. If you are a student who is challenged with time management, with procrastination, I want you to reach out to me. Consider allowing me to mentor you. Please note that I take limited students to mentor, and this is not part of my job. This is my personal time that I will help you get better at these employability skills, because no matter how good you are at the technical stuff, if you can't work in a team, if you can't use information, if you can't communicate effectively and professionally, you're going to have a challenge retaining a job. So let me help you with that accordingly. Please let me know if you have any additional questions. Again, MS Teams chat, the best way to communicate. I've got office hours. I'll always have Zoom open those. I have Zoom open at other times, so you could jump in there. I find most students will just do an MS Teams chat, and if we need to jump into a video call, we do it in MS Teams. Whatever works best. I want you to communicate. I want you to ask questions. Just because this is an online course, you are not alone in your success in this course. Okay, so reach out. Let me know how I can help you be successful. If you have any other questions, let me know. Try to keep these below 15 minutes. So that's enough for me. Take care. Have a great term in CIS279SC.